The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. While Jesus was speaking, an official came forward, knelt down before him and said, "My daughter has just died, but come lay your hand on her and she will live." Jesus rose and followed him, and so did his disciples. A woman suffering hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the tassel of his cloak. She said to herself, "If only I can touch his cloak, I shall be cured." Jesus turned around and saw her and said, "Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you." And from that hour, the woman was cured. When Jesus arrived at the official's house, he saw the flute players and the crowd who were making a commotion. He said, "Go away, the girl is not dead but sleeping." And they ridiculed him. When the crowd was put out, he came and took her by the hand, and the little girl arose. And news of this spread throughout all the land. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Always enjoy reading from the book of Genesis. It's so descriptive and so story-like, and you get to know some of our patriarchs, like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all these guys that really laid the foundations for our faith. And so our first reading, we have the story of Jacob's ladder. He has this dream. First, he arrives at a shrine, lays his head. He sleeps on a stone. I don't know. I think you could find something better than a rock. But anyway, then he has this dream in the middle of the night. He has this image of a ladder, and God's messenger is going up and down. He has a conversation with the Lord himself. And when he awakes, he realizes, oh man, God is with us. You know, God is with me on this journey. He's strengthened and empowered by this experience. And he basically said, oh, what a holy place this shrine is. And so it's interesting that, you know, this kind of happens at this shrine part of it. It kind of makes me wonder, you know, a shrine, that's interesting, right? I mean, a shrine points to something else, right? It's a sign that points to something else. We have them all over in our faith. You know, these images or whatever that remind us of something that it symbolizes, you know, the reality. So, whether it's statues of saints or whatever, it's a holy reminder of them and their intercession in our lives. So that's what a shrine does. Okay, fast forward to the gospel, and here we have Jesus, and like the court official coming to him. Well, Jesus is no shrine. He's the real deal, right? He's what we're looking for. And so, man, when we encounter him, he's, okay, this is what all the shrines point to. Jesus, God, is with us. All right, so then we have the scene of the guy, the official, comes to our Lord and asks if he would heal his daughter who is sick and dying. And then the woman in the middle of it who reaches out and touches him and is healed from her hemorrhages. And then our Lord comes and raises this guy's daughter from the dead. Beautiful story, and it shows the power of God. So Jesus is what we're all looking for, and he's with us, and we can have like the confidence of not just this holy reminder that God is with us, but that God himself is with us, right? Jesus is the shrine of all shrines, you might say. Okay, I bring that up because we're called to have like the same confidence that Jacob had through this experience, that God is with me on this journey. Awesome. We can have the same confidence of going to our Lord, like this court official, and asking him to answer our prayers. We can still have that confidence because Jesus promises to be with us till the end of time. All right, this is our faith. He's still with us. We may not have the opportunity to see him physically like he is, but faith tells us Christ is present, always. Jesus is Emmanuel. God is with us. All right, so this is the deal. That's the reality. It takes faith to see that, but it also takes the faith always to like have the peace that brings in our life, that God is with us on this journey called life. And I will say, like, if we want to like try to put some flesh on that, I think our psalmist gives us the answer. He says, "In you, Lord, I have placed my trust. Trust is putting faith into action right here, right now. You can't trust in something in the future. You can't trust in something in the past. You can only trust now. When I say, Jesus, I trust in you, it's saying, Lord, I believe you are here with me right now. All right, that brings peace in. That brings the security that Jacob and everyone else had, that God is with us always. And when he's with us on this journey, this pilgrimage of life, we can have that confidence. It takes faith. Trust puts faith into action right now. So just to remind ourselves to unlock that grace to that encounter, say those words, Jesus, I trust in you. It's believing right here, right now, in the now. God is with us. Promises it. Jesus shows us it. He's still here to hear and answer our prayers and to accompany us through this pilgrimage we call life.